Yo guys, I hope you're all really well. In this video, I'm just gonna be covering sort of two main factors, two main things to always remember and to always, remember to implement within your agency, within your online marketing agency. And I truly believe that these two things that I'm gonna cover in this video will really help you get to your goals with your agency. So whether that be getting to, 5K or 5K per month or 10K per month, or whether that just be getting your first, say, 2 real paying clients that are on 3-month minimums, just you're getting your first 2 real clients. Whatever your goal is with your SMMA, with your social media marketing agency, I truly believe that these two things I'm going to cover in this video are really going to help you sort of boost you to your goals and actually get you to your goals. So just before you jump into it, remember to like the video. It really helps the channel, and also subscribe, because I'm going to be posting 2 to 3 times per week in roughly 5 weeks once I finish school, as I've said before. But until then, I'm going to be posting every single week, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. So look, the first sort of factor, the first thing to always remember, the first secret I'm going to be covering is to be personable, okay? Now, I know that sounds a bit sort of like airy-fairy, it's not really any practical advice, but in this video, I'm going to be speaking purely from experience, purely from what's worked best for me, because I can't talk on anything else. I'm not going to come on to here and give you a load of advice that I've never used, that I've never implemented, that's never worked for me, right? I'm going to just tell you exactly what's worked for me so that you can replicate it and it will work for you as well. So with being personable, having a personable business with your clients has really helped me. It's actually helped me sign additional clients that I would have gotten if I wasn't personable with them. Because, we are smaller agencies, there are big agencies out there, if you're getting into the 3,000 to 7,000 per month, retainer range, there will be bigger agencies out there that will be charging that within that range as well. So, in your client's mind, it's like, why wouldn't they just go with the more established business or the more established agency? And the reason is because they're not as personable, right? That agency might have a CEO, CFO, COO, managing directors, they've got all of these big people, and then they're just another number, right? In the agency's mind, the client is just another number. It's just another retainer coming in every month. There's no personable experience. SMMA is obviously about delivering great results, but it's also about the experience that the client gets from your agency, and being personable, being able to use their name, being able to hop on a call when it's you actually talking to them directly. You're actually you've done your homework about the business, the little bits about their business. Maybe they've just been on an interview with like a social media influencer or whatever it may be. Being personable, having that little touch, that little edge is always going to help you get one over the bigger agencies, the more established agencies that the clients might think, I'll just go with them. But the experience that they're going to get with your agency compared to a more established agency is just going to be second to none. You need to have that personable experience, and the way you actually do that, a bit of practical advice to you guys. The way to actually do that is make sure you do your research on the company. Do your research on the owner. In my niche, who I work with, e-commerce businesses, most e-commerce businesses are quite, the ones that I work with anyway, they're quite established. So the owner's been on a few podcasts recently, or the owner's, doing a new article, or whatever it may be. Just do homework. And even if you're in the more local business niche, restaurants, gyms, whatever it may be, just figure out who the owner is. Always use the owner's name when you're talking to them, and do your homework on the owner, do your homework on the business, and then just drop little bits in, in your conversations. Just drop those little things in, like, oh yeah, no, if they say something, then just say, if you did hear it in the interview they did, or whatever it may be. If they say something, say, yeah, totally agree. I actually heard you mention that within the in the name of the podcast, that you just did, right? Little things like that it might not consciously resonate with them at the time, but it's all these it will subconsciously resonate, and they will remember it, and they'll just automatically sort of gravitate to your agency over the bigger agencies. So that's secret one. Be personable, make an effort to be personable, because that is what's going to get you ahead of the other bigger, more established agencies. Step two is within your agency is just to simply cut the fat. Now, what I mean by cutting the fat is don't have a lot of baggage on your agency. And I know that might seem a bit like weird, cutting the fat and not having a lot of baggage, but a really, really good example of this, a really good example of having baggage, of having fat on your agency, is offering multiple different services, right? When you offer, like say Google PPC, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Instagram management, Facebook management, content creation, graphic design, all these different things, it's all baggage. It's all things that, you know, it comes back down to sort of the focus sort of aspect of things, which is essentially, you know, say if we've got, Sam Ovens actually touched on this in one of his videos, but essentially it's, you know, if you've got sort of 10 centimeters of energy expenditure per day, and you're doing 10 things, then you're only gonna make 1 centimeter progress on 10 different things, right? But if you do one thing and you focus solely on one thing, then you're gonna get 10 centimeters of progress on that one thing, just by focusing on one thing. So you're gonna make so much more distance, you're gonna get so much more progress if you just focus on one thing. And that same idea, that same concept can be really useful within your agency. So I only focus on Facebook ads and its network. So Instagram ads does come into it, but it's Facebook ads that I focus on for my agency. You know, you get a lot of these agencies that say they do this and this, but they're just sort of spreading themselves really thin, and they're not going deep, they're not getting really good results. They're just saying that they do all of this to make themselves look good, to make themselves sound good to the client, but really it's actually doing less for them. You know, the client's actually gonna get less out of that agency that offers 19 different things. They're actually gonna get less out of them than they would with a agency that focuses on one thing. They're an absolute expert at that one thing. They're just the best in the niche. They can consistently get, really good tangible results for the clients from that one thing. So that's the first example. The next thing is to have one niche. Focus on one niche for your agency. I cannot stress this enough. This is one of the most important things within your agency, is focusing on one niche, becoming an absolute expert at that one niche instead of doing all of these different niches, because once again, it's the exact same principle as doing the services. As focusing on all of those different services, it's the same principle as focusing on a load of different niches, right? And the agencies that are doing all different niches with all different services are just they're terrible. They're not going to get anywhere fast. They're not going to get anywhere soon. So the biggest sort of secret, if you like, to a profitable, sort of lean agency is having one niche and offering one service to your client. So I hope that kind of clears things up a little bit, gives you a little bit more context on how you should be running your agency in terms of sort of the macro aspect of it. I know you've probably heard you need one niche, you need this, but I hope this video actually sort of drills home the fact that you need one niche. You need to offer one service, and you need to ensure that your agency is personable, because that's what's going to give you an edge over your bigger competitors, the more established people. Being personable, having that personal touch is going to give you that edge that you're going to need when you're first starting out with your agency. So I hope this video helped you guys, and like I say, if it did, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and also if you need any help in whatsoever with your agency, personal brand, or running ads or anything like that, please hit me up on my Instagram. You know, just DM me on my Instagram. My Instagram handle will be in the description. Give me a message on there, or conversely, just simply comment down below. But I understand some of you might want to keep it a bit more personal. So, you know, if so, completely fine. Please just hit my Instagram link down below and send me a DM, and I'll get back to you straight away. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and I hope this brought quite a bit of value to you.